Behalve tegen dogmatisme zet Popper zich ook fel af tegen het standpunt dat waarheid maar een relatief begrip is en dat de ene mening eigenlijk niet beter of slechter is dan een ander. Een dergelijk relativisme beschouwt hij als een gevaar. Hij houdt resoluut vast aan het idee dat de waarheid absoluut is.
Some people, Hegelians and others, asserted not only truth, spoke about truth, but believed that they had absolute truth in their pockets, that they knew the absolute truth. This kind of attitude, which was very often to meet, especially around 1900 in that period, this led to a very understandable reaction. The reaction being, I have not the truth, and I don't really believe you have it. Actually, these people first didn't want to assert very much more than this, but it led then to people to say, oh yes, that may be so, but it may not be so, and so on. And this is what led to relativism. That is to say, that relativism is the view that things are relative. For me it looks like this, for you it looks differently. And that is a very nihilistic view. It undermines the search for truth. If issues in science are believed to depend on the opinion of the scientist, that leads to a very dangerous situation. One has, in science, one has to fight and to carry out the issue, to carry out the fight to the end. Not to certainty, but one has to try to come to a decision between two positions. It may not always be possible, but it is more than desirable.
In 1972 verschijnt Objective Knowledge. In dit boek bindt Popper de strijd aan met het subjectivisme, een visie op menselijke kennis die volgens Popper de oorzaak is van zowel relativisme als dogmatisme.
Most people, when they hear about knowledge or when they use the word I know, think that knowledge is, as it were, something in our lemon, in our head. Knowledge, that is what I know, and I am very certain of it. And if it isn't certain, it isn't knowledge. That is roughly the attitude. In this sense, it was meant by Socrates in this sense when he said, I know that I don't know, and hardly that. This was meant about his knowledge. So my knowledge, your knowledge, Socrates' knowledge, that is what I call subjective knowledge. For the word knowledge can be used in a very different sense. If we speak of the present, let us say, the present physics, if we speak about the book, a book written, let us say, by me, since you have them lying here, then we speak about also about the objective content that which is meant, that which is said, that which is stated in that book. And I assert that this sense of knowledge is the more important and more basic sense, in spite of the fact that, of course, the other sense is the more popular sense, and actually the sense used by practically all philosophers.
Kennis wordt doorgaans opgevat als iets subjectiefs, als een persoonlijke verworvenheid waarop men zichzelf kan beroemen of waarop men een ander kan aanvallen. Popper benadrukt het belang van het schrift. Via het schrift kan kennis objectief gemaakt worden en los van de persoon voortbestaan. Zo zijn de ideeën van bijvoorbeeld Descartes of Marx nog altijd voorhanden en oefenen zij nog altijd invloed uit, hoewel Descartes en Marx al lang zijn overleden.
To make it still more clear how important knowledge in the objective sense is, you came over from Holland in an airplane. Now, the people who look after you, after the safety of the plane, must have a lot of knowledge. But this is integrated with a lot of objective knowledge, which certain routines which are the result of trial and error. Nobody is master of all this knowledge. Each person knows a little, but nobody can really integrate himself all this knowledge, objective knowledge, which is used in practical life, and especially in such a thing like the safety of a plane.
Objective knowledge does not imply truth.
No. Actually, objective knowledge is conjectural knowledge. All objective knowledge is conjectural knowledge. It does not imply truth. These conjectures may sometimes achieve anything like practical certainty, not theoretical certainty. I did not doubt that you would arrive here healthy and in a peace, and that your plane would not smash. But we cannot get away from the fact you do run a risk. And this risk is, let us say, a symbol of the conjectural character of our objective knowledge.
Poppers kennisleer is een pleidooi voor het streven naar waarheid. Dit streven is niet onmogelijk, zoals het relativisme stelt, want met iedere weerlegde theorie komen wij een stap dichter bij de waarheid. In het bezit van de waarheid zullen we echter nooit komen.
So we have to regard our theories as hypotheses. That is to say, we hope they are true. If they are not true, we hope to find out that they are not true. But what we do not can achieve is certainty. Most people believe that truth means certain truth, but that is a mistake.
But I think that most people would say that that is what we hoped for, that is what we need.
Yes, that's what you can't get. You have to learn that. People don't want to live in uncertainty.
No.
But after all, if they think a little, they know that they have to live in uncertainty.
It cannot be helped, even by science.
Certainly not. However, I do think that they are prepared now to accept it after all the things which have happened to us recently. It is one of the least problems to live with a certain uncertainty, I think.